How's it going, YouTube? Not really the video I was looking to make. It's not my type of content. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind talking about politics. I just don't like pushing them off on people. And it's kind of a sad state in which um, it comes to children that it's now a political talking point. It's not about parenting and doing the right thing. It's now political. Um, again, this isn't not really something that I really want to like dive into and continue talking about. So I'll just try to make this in a single video and leave it at that. Um, so Activision, or at least those working for the modern warfare aspect of Activision, went through and recently deemed Nickmercs' comment of "leave the little children alone" as an aggression towards the alphabet community. I myself grew up doing things that, by today's standards, on the left, would have put me in front of the peen-guillotine, so to say. I used to goof off and do things to make my mom laugh, like putting on heels, um, putting on her bra, walking around, making her laugh. I remember she would do this thing with her eyelashes. It's like a metal prongy thing. And then I think there was a few times I think I put on lipstick or blush. I can't remember. And there was even a Halloween in which I went through and dressed up as a girl. And that was, what was that? I think 95. I was around 10 years old, I think, is when when I dressed like that. My brother dressed up as Frankenstein, and I dressed up as a girl, and it wasn't very pretty. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up on screen, or if I can get a picture. Again, it's pretty hideous image. But aside from that, I'll try to talk to my mom and see if I can get her to answer a few questions on the phone. She's kind of a ways out, and I recently got surgery done, so I'm not really supposed to go anywhere. That said, again, I didn't want to make this very long, and if I can go through and get some of that information, I will go ahead and kind of edit it in.
Hello.
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
Not much. Hey, I was wondering if I could ask you some questions regarding my childhood, and if I could record your answer to some of those questions.
Go ahead.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right. So with regards to me, like I remember sometimes I would goof around and like put on your heels and stuff, and your bras. Sometimes I would wear
Yeah.
your bras like earmuffs.
Yeah.
Um, how old was I? Like 2 years old up to like five. I think I was doing that.
Um, I'd say probably somewhere between 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Uh-huh.
Um, what is it? And then on occasion when you would be like getting dressed and putting on makeup, you'd have that metal eyelash pronger thingy. That what is that thing called?
It's an eyelash curler.
Eyelash curler. All right.
Yeah.
What is that? I remember goofing off with that thing a whole lot. Uh, and then what is it? I know there was a few times I think I put on lipstick.
A few times what?
That I put on your lipstick.
Oh.
Do you remember? Do you remember that?
Getting my fingernail polish.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember like in high school, like I do it with like clear fingernail polish and stuff for like homecoming and prom and stuff. Um, So what is it? So what I would do, from what I remember, is I would put your heels and bra on, and I would just kind of like walk around the house and goof off.
Oh yeah, you goof off walking around the house and make me giggle, and then you were done with it.
Um,
You were kind of like your dad. You'd do anything to get a giggle.
uh, when was that I dressed up as a girl for Halloween? Eric dressed up as Frankenstein, and I dressed up as a girl.
About 10.
So around 95.
Perfect. Yeah, I got the pictures still of it.
Yeah, I remember. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. With regards to Nickmercs' comments, now that he's a father of a 3-month-old, I'm a father of 4 children now. I was only supposed to be 2. I settled on 3 and ended up with 4. Is what it is. And I want to make sure that my kids get to grow up goofing off and being children and not making any life-altering decisions that could change their life completely. Because not me, but somebody else that's not even their parent is trying to make life-altering decisions for them. That shouldn't even be a thing. Shouldn't be a question at all. Whether or not my children or some other parent's child goes through and hears about anything sexually related should be up to the parents of those children, whether they do or don't get education on that, and if so, when. It shouldn't be up to a community. It shouldn't be up to some activist group pushing a ideology that's not even based on science. Don't even post in the comments and say, well, there's some case studies on this, and it's science. It's pseudoscience. There is no measurement, no scientific measurement that you can say or prove otherwise. You have the sexual orientation you were born with, you have a penis or a vagina, and you either like boys or girls. So you're either straight, gay, or lesbian, or bi. That's it. Leave it at that. This gender ideology, oh, I'm an Apache attack helicopter. No, just sit down. You're coming up with nonsense. So fairy tales are for children. Stop it. Other than that, I stand with Nickmercs and with what he said. Leave the little children alone. That's it, plain and simple. It's not a hard concept. It doesn't matter if you're from the left or from the right. Children should not be a political talking point. Just leave them alone. If they're not your kids, leave them alone. And if you're a parent and other parents view things the same as you with regards to their children, then I don't see a problem with them sticking together. So with that being said, I think it's enough to wrap up this video. So, deuces.